Sagittarius, this is Amber with Lives in Sync Tarot. Thank you so much for coming back. I hope this finds you in great spirits. This will be your reading for March 16th through 31st. As I was shuffling and meditating over your cards, you had 3 cards fall out. So I'll talk about that first before we move into the oracle cards. But of course, we have the relationship intuitive read, which is basically intimate, friendship, co-worker, family, any kind of relationship that you have in your life. It could be relevant to either of those. This is your path, your life path. So we see what the step is you need to take on that. This is your romance card for this time period, what your guardian angels would like you to surrender, and your higher self, what your higher self would like you to focus on or meditate. Usually it has an affirmation at the bottom. So you had the Ace of Cups in reverse fall out, the Moon card, and the King of Swords. Sorry, in the reflection. And let me put this down here, actually. Be easier for me. So it looks like you had a love situation that didn't pan out. And it's almost like you don't know what happened. You didn't see this coming. And Spirit is calling for you to have a clear mind about the situation and stand in the truth of the matter, and don't make up things about what happened. Don't blame yourself. Don't blame them. Just know that it didn't work out. And again, just take what happened and move it forward. It's pretty straightforward. So for your life path, you have material harvest. And for your relationships, you have embrace. So this is about understanding that something came to a completion, and that it came to completion for your greater good. Something wasn't right, or it's not the love that you needed. It just wasn't a part of the plan, I feel. And you're gonna move to a new phase, a better phase where you can express yourself or communicate better with the people around you and the situations that you're in. It's calling for you to definitely speak your mind and communicate in a loving way, is what I'm hearing. As far as your life path, you have material harvest, and this card in the regular Rider-Waite deck is the 9 of Pentacles. So you're actually working on your independence or your prosperity, or what you need, what you actually want, the ideals that you want. You're working towards that, and you're going to get them. This is a card of being successful in that. Okay, so you just need to know that you are moving towards the things that you want. It's just going to take time. You're at the ending. Something had to end in order for you to move into your new cycle. Okay, that's a good thing. In your love, you had unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. And I feel like this is really important with whatever just happened or whatever just passed. If the camera could focus, that would be amazing. But it probably won't because it hates me. Oh, look at that. Okay. So what I'm feeling from this card, or what I'm hearing actually, is that this relationship that you were in was not really what you were looking for. It kind of feels like a placeholder. It wasn't best for your greatest good. Seriously. And it's just a reminder to know that it just wasn't it. Especially with this Ace of Cups coming up in reverse. It just wasn't it. I feel like you put in the time and effort as well, but it just wasn't the relationship for you, okay? So surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. When you hold on to something to keep it, is it gonna focus or? Okay, so it's like holding on to something to keep it, even though, okay, it's like you worked for this to happen, you worked for the results, but then you tried to be the only one to carry it. Thank you, Spirit. To carry the relationship or the situation, and you can't do that. You have to let it go, and then the other person has to work just as hard to keep the relationship going as you do. And that's why it says surrender attachment to results, because sometimes you have to let it go and let the other person follow up. And sometimes they don't follow up, and you have to be okay with that. So your affirmation from your higher self is forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentments blocks the flow of love. Right. So even though it didn't work out, that's okay. Just let it go. Focus. Okay. Just let it go. Let it be. You don't really have control over the situation. And holding on to this is going to block you for your future abundance. So don't forget, but forgive. So let's pull out your spread, Sagittarius. You have Temperance, the Star, Ten of Cups, Page of Wands, the Fool, Nine of Pentacles, the Emperor, the Hermit, Six of Wands, and the Sun card. Okay. So with the Sun card being on the bottom of the deck and feeling like your overall energy, it really feels like you're being forced to see or to find enlightenment or to see where you weren't paying attention to something in this situation. Meaning there's a feeling of unrealistic views, or well, like almost unrealistic views in this situation. Like you weren't thinking clearly, and something had to come along to focus you on what's really important, things that you don't deserve or don't want in your life. It just came in to clear things up for you. Because with the Fool in the middle, I feel like this is your energy, and this is the energy you're in. You're in a very risky energy. You're looking for adventure, looking for something to spark your interest or something to have fun with. You're okay with stepping off of the ledge per se, and into the unknown and just taking it from there. So this, I feel as if the sun came in to ground you in a way, to keep you enlightened and not walking into things that are not good for you because of that. So I feel like in the past you've been very patient. You've been very patient and letting things flow. Talking to people every now and then, dipping your feet in, just trying to see how things were, but you never really dove into something. And it looks as if something came in to give you some sort of faith. Like you thought, oh, this is it. This is what's going to renew me or inspire me to move forward. You have faith in this relationship or what this was, and you were very happy. You definitely were happy here. But then it looks like you made a decision to let it go. Because it wasn't healthy. Something wasn't healthy about it, or something wasn't good about this relationship, and you knew it. And it was best for you to let it go or break free from it. But I'm not saying that it wasn't hard, because you were happy, and I do feel like it wasn't easy. I do feel like this person wanted to come back. To start a new adventure. I feel like they were talking to you, or just communicating with you, messaging you or something, trying to come back, but there was nothing there to make you want them to come back. I mean, it was I feel like they weren't a good person in the past. This is another person. This is not this same person. That somebody wanted to come in your life, possibly another fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and they wanted to start something new again, but they weren't good for you in your past, and realistically, it's not even an option for you. So right now, you're just kind of up in the air. You have faith, and I feel like you're talking to this person, but nothing serious is coming out of it. But you're keeping them around. That's what I feel. And here you go again, focusing on yourself. You are focusing on yourself and the things that make you happy. I feel like you can get a little lonely at times, hence why you're keeping that person around or talking to them. But I feel like you're spending this time really getting yourself together, really like thinking about yourself and your spirit and what you need as a whole, uncovering things and about your spirit and your mind, and just healing yourself, moving forward in a very balanced manner, not just in life or your physical surroundings, but also your mental and emotional as well. And I look again at this Sun card because you're really in a status of enlightenment. I feel like this thing that happened to you was important, and it kind of set you on a path. And you're just steady on that path. You're definitely making rules for yourself. Solid foundation. This is a time in your life where I feel like you're not playing, and it's just about what you need for yourself. What will make your dreams come true? You're going towards your dreams, your wishes, building something secure for yourself, making rules for yourself, being the authority and the power in your life. Okay? And the Hermit comes up because you're doing a lot of soul searching. I see that again. Soul searching, but about yourself. It's not about anyone else. It's just about you. And the things that you want to let go of, the things that are possibly holding you back. You're ready to let go of those things and start a new journey. You're willing to make the steps to move forward with that information. You're not scared. You're not scared. Matter of fact, you're feeling victorious right now. I feel like you won this fight. You won this fight, and I feel like you just want to be adored by the right people and the right situation. You're definitely in a new transition, and you're revitalizing areas in your life that were dead. As a figure of speech, you are transforming yourself for the better. You have two transformation cards, actually. You had the Justice and the Judgment that came out on top of that. And you're being called to make some changes, and I really feel like you're doing that. This is a time for change for you. That forgiveness is important, because if you didn't do that, you wouldn't be able to move forward. It started off with that, and you letting go, and now you're moving forward into what's important for you. Exactly. Material Harvest was your life path card, and that's where you're going. That's where you're headed. Wow, this was a good reading, Sagittarius. Okay, I'm going to end that there. I don't hear anything else. Well, I hope that this resonated with you. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. If you would like a private reading on your own particular situation, I would be more than happy to do that for you. Just follow the link in the description box below. I'll be more than happy to do that for you. I hope this helps you along your journey. That's all I ever wanted. I love you very much. Love and light.